doubt that I have. I've never found the live on YouTube later. For example, I would like to see my performance in a class. Doubt that I have. I've never found it. I believe. Oh, that's okay. But I don't know where can I find the live later to know.
Yeah, in our channel. Do you remember the subject?
No. For example, I can find look into the date and not necessarily to the subject.
Yeah,
Even,
I think YouTube. Yeah, I think YouTube doesn't have a good filter to find things on like checking the dates. Maybe it's better if you find for the topic. And I totally feel you because I tried to find my first immersion and I needed to swipe down and try to find it. So it didn't help me so much.
But the lives, they are on Talking Talk channel. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
So hello YouTube, we're talking about the Korean technology industry, and welcome Bruna and Leonardo. We're talking about this topic that I love it, that I like it, that I work. So I've been working for technology field for 10 years. I work like a front-end developer, and now I'm studying more about UI UX designer. So yes, I work with a pro bono project, and I was a teacher with technology course, and I love it. These areas. I'm passionate about innovation, technology, and design. And I'm from Recife, and I'm happy to be here. And about you, Bruna?
Hello, I'm Bruna. I live in São Paulo. I work as an English teacher and also as a community manager. Today here, I'm just here, but I'm not from the area. So I think the subject will be really challenging for me, like taking a look at the questions, but I will do my best to talk about it with you. And I think that's it. I've been here on Talk and Talk since September last year. It's been a year. And yeah, that's all about me.
So yeah, that's great. I'm Leo. I'm 37 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro. And today I am a non-technical professional, yeah, as Bruna. But curiosamente, I forgot how can I say, I work inside of this field, but with not programming, not using code. Because today I work as a project manager. Then I have to realize you have to make the interface between some areas, and these areas involve programmers, yeah, developers, designers, and the clients. The client is the main stakeholder that I talk every day, and then I have to to be the front line between my company and the client, the relationship and the daily activities, or understanding the needs, and then realizing the contact with the technical team. I'm married and I don't have children until now, just a pet, and that's it.
So nice, so nice. So let's talk the questions. The question one. What skills do professional technology need in order to work in IT area? So for me, I think that needed to be curious, needed to be like to study, because technology change. For every year we have a new technology, new things to study. And for me, I think that to be curious and like to study. And about you, Leonardo?
Very interesting. I agree totally with you, and I also think that this person needs to have a logical knowledge, a logical think. Yeah, it's important. Not necessarily good in math, but in logic, it's so important. One skill that I also believe that's so important for professionals in this field is communication. Yeah, know how to communicate and how to understand requirements. Yeah,
Yeah.
from the team that are needing some improvements inside of an app, for example. Then communication is so important to translate a non-technical language to a technical language, and after to transmit to delivery an answer explaining the solution. Yeah, that's so important. Today, I have some difficulties to understand what programmers are doing or why they are deciding to do something. And I have doubts because I don't know if the problem is with me. I am a non-technical, and then I have to understand more what they are doing, not necessarily do. Yeah, but in the other hands, I know that some people need to communicate better. Yeah, to transmit ideas and technical solutions.
Yeah, yeah, this is important. And about you, Bruno, what do you think about it?
Yeah, very nice what you guys said. I thought while Karina was talking, I thought of being able to like being adaptable, because since a lot of things are changing, you need to be open to it, and sometimes if you stick to something and it's hard for you to adapt or to change, I think it can be complicated. Like I am a person who doesn't like change too much, so I don't know if it would be a good area for me. Like um, I think it kind of relates to what you were saying, Karina, that you need to always be studying and everything. And it's not that I don't like to study, but I think it would be exhausting, when things are changing so quick, and you always need to be updated. I don't know how to explain this. It's not that I don't like to change things in my daily life or that I don't like to adapt stuff sometimes, but um yeah, I think you got me. Yeah, it's I think it's the changes are quicker there in other areas. That's why I think I don't know if I would be able to handle it. So that's it. Being adaptable, I think it's important.
It's awesome. So the second question is about if you are working in a technology company or in career transition. And about you, Leonardo, are you working in a technology company?
Yeah, the company that I work today is not a startup or a
Oh.
tech company, but it's a marketing agency.
Mm.
Then today we develop some technical solutions, even as a marketing agency. Then we develop e-commerces, yeah, e-commerces, marketplace, loyalty programs, and games and other solutions. Then we have a technical team inside of the company, but we are not a tech company, yeah, or
Oh, okay. Good, good. Yeah, as for me at the moment, I'm looking for relocate to UI UX designer role, and so at the moment I work at is a technology company. I had my own company, I think 10 years ago, with a mobile. The solution was a mobile solutions. I think that 10 or 20 years ago when I was starting with me, my husband and I, we started a small company with technology solutions. So I think that my career and IT career was pro bono, teaching, programming, designing, is a lot of things because the career is a how can I say, a different roles that I had. Yes, but at the moment I'm only studying. Yes. So the 4 questions, and about to you.
Oh, you know, right? I don't work in a technology company, but maybe we talk a lot about technology here, not just here in like tech talks, but in our daily talks, we have like a daily meeting every day. The guys are always talking about the website and things they need to change. There was a developer with us too working, and they were always like changing stuff and like asking us to help them in this like in the front end page, you know, like, and they were always asking for help. But yeah, nowadays no, and I'm not in a career transition, but it's okay.
Leonardo, can you read the 4 questions?
Yeah. Let me see here. It's 4 or 3?
4.
Have you chosen your position based on salary or on what you really like? Explain your reasons. I would say that for me, it was a mix of the two things, because my first dream when I was in high school, I really would like to study biology. Then I discovered that I also wouldn't like to be a teacher. I don't know if I have the skills to be a teacher. Um, and I thought I discovered that biology, it was something that I enjoyed so much in high school, but in the university could be so hard and so different to learn, yeah, and to study. Then I decided to look to other things, especially things that we don't discover in our school, yeah, because in high school teachers just teach us the main subjects. We don't heard about marketing. We don't heard about
Yeah.
uh, law, about other careers, yeah, like computer science. And so uh, then when I discovered marketing, uh, I saw that could be a good opportunity for. It was not the best profession for salary, but it was on the middle. Let's say something like that, in the middle, and I enjoyed the subjects. Then I decided to go to this field, and I finished the college, the university, marketing.
Mm.
But now we've seen other changes in the market. Yeah,
Mm.
marketing professionals are becoming more technical too, using some different tools, are programming HTML, or using Google Analytics and other technical solutions. Then I decided to study a little more about the new career that we have today called product manager. It's an opportunity to keep working with ideas, with business, um, making the interface with the client. That's something that I really love in marketing career. And also I can have contact with technical teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new profession, and I'm enjoying for that. And I don't know if I am in a transition career or if I'm just specializing. Yeah, because marketing and product manager are very similar. We have lots of things similar, but product manager have more contact with technology. Then I don't know if this is called a transition or a specialization. I really don't know.
I think that you are in development professional. I was talking with a recruiter about me because front-end developer to UI UX role. And Karina, you are not in transition. You are in developing career. You are only changing the role, because when I was working front-end developer, I did the UI designer, not UX. UX designer I'm learning, but I have I think 1 year with experience. But UI designer and the code, the design, the screen, I have more experience. So yes, I think that you are developing professional career only. So for me, I choose this career because I married with my husband, and my husband was programming. So when I was married, I think that when I was high school, the people only talking about doctor, lawyer, and engineer. We have 3 professions to choose. The most of the people choose these. So when because I married, I think it was early 2022, and I'm confused about what role, what profession I will follow, I will choose. And my husband says, Karina, try study technology, programming. And I think that my husband was my motivation, showed the opportunity for me for this field. And the first of all, I choose because I love it, web designing. Yes. The salary, of course, that's important to you to choose a role, a professional, okay, and the salary is good, but I study network, I study all the programming languages, I think that I have opportunity to be in each areas of IT, you know, but I choose web design, infrastructure. I don't like. I go to networking to study Cisco. I don't know if you know about Cisco, but I didn't like. Yes, and for me, so I choose based in both salary and what I really like it, because it's difficult to work every single day something you don't like, only for money, only looking for money is difficult. for me it's difficult. So I prefer to both, that something that I like it, and okay, I can get some money with this. Yes.
Same here, guys. I think just like Leo, when I left school, I thought I would work with something I would help people. Then I thought I could be a math teacher, then or a speech therapist. Then I started studying speech therapy in college, and by the end of the course, I noticed I didn't like it that much, so I changed area, started working as a teacher, and now as a community manager. So I've been changing my position based on the things I like and based on the opportunities that are appearing. You know, like I was working here as a teacher, and then like Philip invited me to be a community manager. So I was like, okay, it could be a good idea. It's different, something I've never done. I don't know too much, but I started the course, and I'm learning a little bit more about it. So it's always been based on the things I really like. Of course, just like you guys were saying, salary is important, but I think the changes I've made in my career were based on the things I liked, you know. So I'm really happy that I can work with something I like and have a good salary, and it's everything okay. That's it.
Yeah, it's important. So, the question 5. What are some technologies where you have studied in college or at work? So, I studied a lot of technologies for programming, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I tried to study and programming Java, but I didn't like it. Java. I didn't like Java. This is terrible.
But it's so different from JavaScript.
No, yeah, JavaScript, but Java is different from JavaScript. It's another language.
It's harder.
It's hard, yes, and I think that it's so hard because JavaScript you can programming in navbar, in Google Chrome, and ever, but in JavaScript, in Java, when I was in the university, so to start to programming one screen, something you need to set up the computer, the configurations, a lot of packs you need to install. So I think that I was 2 days, only 2 settings, the environment to start to programming. And for me, it was difficult. So when I was knowing about JavaScript, it's more easy, it's more softy, and yes, it's about web. And I like web designer, something like that. Okay, but I will choose JavaScript. I think it's more comfortable, more easy. Yes. And about you, Leonardo?
Well, I don't know how to program, but I know how to use SQL. SQL is not a programming language, but it's a consulting language to look for data, to organize data, to realize some joins and some cleaning the data. And so I use SQL today, and also data visualization tools. Yeah, I use Power BI and Tableau. Tableau I use more than Power BI, and so I would say just these 3 tools. But I'm learning a little bit of Figma. It's important to transmit ideas. Yeah. And to design something very basic. And also, I would like to learn how to program in Python, but I don't know if I'm going to need to use this technology because I'm a non-technical person. If I would like to use Python to work, I would like to have a transition. Then I would like to just to realize the basic of Python, to understand how things works and know what programmers do, but not to work as a professional. Yeah. And but before to take this decision to study Python or not, I'm trying to be more advanced in SQL and data visualization tools. Yeah, Tableau and Power BI. And study a little bit of algorithm. It's so I found a book, and if Bruna as a non-technical professional too, it's so wonderful to understand how the programming logic works in an easy way. It's a book called Understanding Algorithm. I don't know if you can see.
A little bit. It's a bit blurred, but okay. I will find it here on Google. It's okay. Thank
you.
Yeah.
It's a book very interesting. I'm enjoying, and I'm going to see the picture later. and so it's so good. I'm enjoying. It's so illustrative. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I think that everyone wanted to learn something technology. Python is a programming language that you can is more, how can I say, is more easy. You know, you learn more fast than other languages because the 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 words, the language is more than the real our life. And for example, we have some schools now. I think that high schools, or I think that I don't know the name of the people, more kids, is learning programming language in Python, and this language is more easy to learn, is more comfortable to. So Bruna, if you wanted to learn some programming language, start with Python. Python
Okay.
is so nice. It's so nice because people work with analyzing data, analyzing some things. I think it's good not to be professional, not to be responsible to deliver something, but only to curious because is nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if I can share something so big with you. Well, I've been to college twice, once in speech therapy and then after in language, English. Well, even though I didn't program, right? There were nice things related to tech. We could really, really technological things I saw in college. Usually, there were some machines that could track the part of the brain that was like being used while children were like speaking. There are some softwares too that are really nice to analyze people's voices. This when it comes to speech therapy, that are um, really nice technologies that are used nowadays. Also to analyze the vocal cord, some really nice stuff to that like can be used. Well, when it comes to like teaching, I think working online is a huge use of technology, right? I think I've been learning so much and like changing strategies, trying to make the online class really interactive. Um, I'm sorry, interactive. It's really hard to find things to engage students, like websites, and try to bring different stuff to to classroom. And I think I've learned always through connecting to other teachers or connecting to other people. um, and I think that's it. Everything I know nowadays, it's also because I'm curious, or because I could like talk to other teachers and they brought me ideas or insights, or they recommended something. I took some courses too, but in general, like most of the things I know, it was because I got really nice recommendations from other teachers, from my peers. That's it.
Nice, nice. So the 6 questions that the next thing. Yes.
Yes.
Leonardo, can you read the 6 questions?
Yeah. What don't you like about the IT area? Um, can I answer?
Yes.
Well, what I don't like in IT area, maybe, well, I would say the bugs, the bugs that happen lots of times, and we don't know how to solve. We don't know why they happen. And and probably I don't know if you've heard about the law of Murphy. Yeah,
Can you
a, le-
repeat? I don't know.
a lei de Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
You know the because the worst bug happen when they don't need to to happen, especially when we don't have a large schedule to negotiate more uh, 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 deadline with the client. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so
Yes.
some big bug happens suddenly. That's so bad.
Yes. I agree with you, Leonardo. It's difficult when you have a deadline, when you work in a project and the bugs happen and the programming, the other team is working to solve this problem. And I think that I remember that sometimes that I I I was in the situation, I was in the project that for example, the client say to me, Karina, I want to do screen to tomorrow, but she talked to me today because it's a presentation. The launch for the project. I need to the screen is done. So I working, and I have a buggy didn't working. So I think that I was working for more than midnight, working with this screen, with this solution, and so terrible. I think that I finished, I think at 3 or 4 a.m.
So bad.
Yes, and I think that I don't like the itinerary. Is this time is when you are deadline and working the midnight, more the midnight is when I think that I have time that I finish in the morning. All the night I was working. Yes. And I finished, I think, at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So I was exhausted to, and the other day, in the continue. So my eyes was so dark, so difficult. So I was exhausted. I think, but I think that was more early. I would think it more. I was 20, 30. Now I'm more older, and I think that I can't do that again. All the night working programming is difficult. It's difficult, and I think that other thing that I don't like. I think as the rush, is everything you need is today. Today is happen. You need it to deliver fast because the people is important. I think that's important. Every team in the IT area know each other. The how can I say, the job. Yeah, I know more about the program manager. You don't know more about the programming language or something designer. Everyone knew about your responsibilities, your job, how it works, because it's more respectful. Because in some cases I don't like that. Oh, I don't know how to program. I don't know like the process, the programmer, or don't know the process of the design. Okay, I think you need to do this tomorrow. It's easy, but you don't know how to program if it's easy. Some technologies need to, how can I say, is connected with other context, and I think that is the chart with other people that don't know how it works, the process of colleague is a problem. I think that I don't like the area because of this. only the things you need to rush, do the things for today or tomorrow because it's easy. And I heard about that. Okay, if you think of diseases, sit it down and solve the problem. So it's stressful. This is stressful in IT area. Yes, for me.
But don't you think that designer is something similar or so different?
Oh, so the designers?
As a designer, it's similar or
Yes,
different?
designers needed to, I think the designers needed to know the basic to programming, you know, because I have the other side. When I was programming, the designer make a screen that is possible, but other day changed the designing, and it was programming. You know, it's so difficult to programming this feature. So I think that the designer, all the people need to know the process of each other job, each everyone to respectful, to more respectful with the other colleague. And I think that is the designer, the program manager is my point of view, because my husband talked some problems with her job, and all the people talk with the other, and the same problem is that. Yes, and I think that is, I don't like it is because you need to run, to do some things because so easy. I think for me, my point of view.
Well, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can talk too much about this, something I don't like, but I know we're live on YouTube, but there are some people I don't like. But I don't know, I don't know if it's because of the area. But like every time I had the chance to talk to someone who is a developer, I got so bored, you know, like they always think they are right and their opinions are the best. So I know it's not because of I know it's not everybody who is this way, but the ones I had the chance to work closely or that I could talk, you know, they were a bit they thought they knew everything. That's it.
Yeah.
And but this is just my my perspective. I know, Karina, you're not like this, you know, and like I know here on TNT there are a lot of people who are not like this, but some people are, and that's everything I can complain about it because I don't understand too much. That's it.
No problem. So the next questions. Which IT area on the rise? How do you see the next 5 years, Leonardo?
It's a profession that it's in a very high demand. Yeah, companies are needing so much technical teams. Yeah, IT professionals to develop new solutions, to enter in other new technologies, like we've seen today as a metaverse. It's so high. It's the conversation of the moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the team of the moment. And also Internet of Things, 5G networks and other things. We're going to have to need more more IT programmers. I saw some days ago a news on LinkedIn talking about the number of positions opened in Brazil last year. It was 100, 1,000. I forgot, how can I say, 159 mil.
150,000 50 mil
59. Yes.
59,000, yeah.
Yeah, great. 159 59,000 roles opens. Thank you, Bruno. Compared to just 53,000 professionals in Brazil. Yeah, we have 3 times more positions opened than professionals.
Yes.
Just in 2021. And imagining in 2025, yeah, we're going to have so many professionals knowing how to program.
Yes. Yes, well, because of this, we have a lot of initiatives that work into teaching for beginner to program. A lot of programs, Santander and Magazine Luiza, and a lot of companies are looking for this, and I think is better to teaching for these people, to beginner, because I think that we have middle level and senior level, but the people was beginner need more opportunity to do this, and because we have a lot of role opens, and to get the people, we need to train the people to get this job. And yes, so for me, I think the IT area is on the rise at the moment. Is, I think, the only programming language, the developer, front end, full stack is always on the rise, but data scientist is growing, is a lot of more opportunities, and UX designer have more opportunities than compare 10 years ago, because we have more digital products. This smartphone help change the everything, because compare 10 years ago, 10 or I think 15 years ago, we didn't have a lot of digital products. We have designers, but we needed to more companies building the solutions, the digital projects. So I needed to strategize designer, not about the beautiful, how can I say, beautiful screens. There's more about talking about digital strategy designing to create better solutions, more easy to people to use, and I think that because it's growing. But in Italy, I think that, I don't know, as a metaverso I think we will see something growing, but I think that the future, we can more programming for this designer, for this metaverso. I think the schools, we need to, I think it's good for school use metaverso to learn, to teach, and because I think that is this role, these opportunities is growing. Yes.
Yes, I totally agree with you about the metaverse, and it was really nice what you said about the UX design and everything. I think this is an area that is on the rise too. A lot of people talking about it and transitioning their career to this area, and I think it's nice. It's a great idea. If I needed to choose something in IT to work on, I think it would be UX designer too. I think it's really, really nice. And yeah, that's it. And where I see myself in the next 5 years, I think I will keep working as a community manager. I don't think of transitioning. I want to like keep doing both jobs, working as a teacher during some period of my day, and the other period working as a community manager. Just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yes, me too.
I think this is so intelligent, Bruna. Every time that I know someone who is working in another profession and also is a teacher, I think that so this person have a very advantage when we talk about the skills of language. Yeah, for example, you are an English teacher. For every position that we're going to work, English will not be a problem for you. Yeah, that's so wonderful.
Yeah, definitely. And it's nice because when we are talking about communities, this is something I always talk to Philip. The classroom is a community too, so I am kind of connecting connecting both areas at the same time, so it's really really nice. Yeah.
Great.
Yes. So I am pretending to follow this rolling and this to doing specialize or MBA or postgraduate or master degree. I think that I find it in this area. I will continue to programming, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but more time is in UI UX designer. I love it. Yes. So let's jump the 9 questions. I think is good. Can you read it, Leonardo, to finish?
Yeah. What would be your advice for those who are starting out in this area? Well, I would say just study so much. As you said, you know more than me that we have to be always studying because technologies are emerging and changing so quickly. And be curious. Curious is also something very important. And maybe the first one studying English.
Yes.
This is so important for this field.
Yes. So for me, the advice that, well, and choose a community is important. When you choose looking for a community, an IT community, because everyone teaching or have send some advice for the people who are beginner. So I have a friend that was in transition the health area to IT area, and she told me the community of the IT area is so nice, helpful each other, then compare the health area that I was working. And I think that for me, when I was starting, I didn't have community. It's more difficult. But I think that 80 years ago, starting, we have more community to help each other and the people in IT area. A lot of teaching and helping the people is coming. And I think that.
You summarized pretty well what I think, yeah, about studying English and finding a community to help you. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. So I think 1 minute we have. Do you have any blogs, website, or communities in tech that you follow to keep yourself up to date in the area? Do you have some website, blog, Leonardo, that you know?
Not a specific, but I just follow some people on Instagram and LinkedIn to know more about the area. But I don't have some blog or website specifically to this. I'm looking for.
Okay. So I have the community. I'm leader for a global community for women tech. It's a Women Who Code and womenwhocode.com if you want to know more about a lot of women to have a meet to teach each other the technology, but the man is welcome. Okay. That means welcome to our community, as we are inclusive community. So for designing, I have ladies of UI designer that I was other community that I was participating, and websites. I think that Free Code Camp. It's a free. You have a lot of courses, free courses that you can learn in bootcamp, a lot of technologies, and Free Code Camp is awesome website that if you want to learn it in technology, yes, programming, database, data analytics, data scientists, is a lot of topics that you can find it there. Yes.
Yeah, and I know yours, Karina, and there's another one I've heard about this week called Mulheres em Dados, and these are the two ones I know. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm happy. I'm here to practice my English. I think all of us, we are here, and talking English and talking technology was so nice. Talk more about the career technology. So thank you so much for being here. Okay. So every Friday, 9 a.m. I'm here to talking a lot of top technologies. So if you can, Leonardo, Bruna, the feedback, please, is so helpful for me to starting this and to create another topics that we can have a conversation here. Okay.
Okay,
That's
thank
so
you so
great.
much. Thank you.